TinkerCAD tip, happy holidays and welcome back. And in celebration of the holidays, let's see if we can make this simple and yet fun spiral Christmas tree. Let's go ahead and select everything. Let's move this out of the way. Now, in order to make the basic part of this tree, we need that spiral, and that is actually found over here in the special shapes. We'll do a search on the word thread. And right here we have one called semi-buttress threads. And let's bring that out. Let's go ahead and change that to green. Let's go and close this, bring our basic shapes back. Now let's go over here and change some of the parameters so we can increase the threads and scale it up. So we're going to start here with the number of twists. Let's increase that a bit. We can play with the twist height. There we go. Let's do a few more twists here. Let's zoom in a little bit and let's change the thickness of these. And you can see as we do this that the thickness of each one of these spirals increases. Here's outside diameter set at 20. We'll increase that a little bit more in a moment. Inside diameter, if you look from the top here, increases the size of this hole in the middle. Let's go ahead and zero that out. We want to have a center. Top offset, if we change that, you can see where the edges move in and out. So let's move that in. About there is good. Bottom offset. If we scale that, see how it gets bigger? There we go. Let's go ahead and increase the number of twists a few more. And now let's pull this down a little bit to make our threads a little closer together. Now let's have some fun with this and let's double it up. So we're going to go ahead and select that object, click duplicate. Then I'm going to click on mirror and let's swap it in this direction. And you can see now we have it doubled up. Let's zoom out. Let's grab our cone over here. Actually, let's come back to these two. Let's go ahead and group those together. Once they're grouped together, I'm going to hold shift. I'm going to click over here. Let's make this an exact 40. We'll use that in a moment. Now let's bring out a cone over here. Let's use some of the parameters here. Let's make the base radius, I believe we want that to be 20. And we're going to bring this up to be about just a little lower than the height of our spirals here. We're going to increase the number of sides so that it's smooth. There we go. I'm going to select this, D to drop it to the work plane. Same here, let's D drop it to the work plane. Alright, now let's change this cone to be a hole. Now let's bring out a cube here. And we're going to move that in, and we're going to stretch this out to be larger than that cone, and then larger than our spiral there. From the side here, let's go ahead and bring it up. There we go. Now, using my cursor and holding the left mouse button, I'm going to select both that cone on the inside and this square. And you can see here where I have two shapes. I'm going to align those together, this direction and in this direction. Again, select those two, group them together. And then I want to change this to a hole. And you can see now we have that cone in the middle. So let's go ahead and select that. Shift select our spiral here. We'll click Align. We'll align them together that direction. that direction. Make sure they're both selected. Let's group those together. And once it's rendered, we have the basic shape of our Christmas tree. Let's go ahead and put a small base on this. Let's bring out our cylinder here. Let's increase the number of sides to its maximum to make it smooth. Let's put a little bit of a bevel on the top edge. Let's go ahead and bring this down to, let's say, 2 millimeters high. Holding Shift, I'm going to click here. Let's make it 40. There we go. Let's click on this and make it 2 again. There we go. Have our little bit of a bevel there. Shift select the spiral. Let's align those together. This direction. This direction. There we go. Let's select both of those. Let's group those together, and we're going to click on color and say multicolor. Zoom out. There we go. Once it's rendered, we have that. And no star, or no tree would be complete without a star at the top. Let's bring this star out over here. Let's change it to yellow. Holding the Shift key, I'm going to scale it down a little bit. Let's zoom in here, and let's rotate it so that it's kind of square to the plane here. There we go. From the side here, holding Shift, I'm going to rotate it 90 degrees that direction. All right, let's click on it here. Let's bring it up. Let's go ahead and Shift select our tree. We'll align those together, and we'll click on the tree to make that the focus. Whoops, let's do that again. Align to the tree. That direction. That direction. There we go. Let's zoom in a bit here. And the height looks pretty good. There we have it. Simple double spiral Christmas tree with a star on top. Happy holidays, everyone. Hope you enjoyed the TinkerCAD tip.